7:37 here, Big 550, KTRS. Let's check in with Kathy Helbig from the Kathy Helbig Group. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning.
What happens Saturday when it comes to our home loans?
Any applications that are taken for home loans effective Saturday are all under new rules and regulations for the mortgage companies. And the way that we did business before is going to be quite different as far as time frames. So some big changes is that the names of forms and the way that they disclose fees and such are going to change. So the good faith estimate and the will now be and the truth in lending will now be combined. So that'll be a loan estimate form. The loan estimate has to be delivered to with an intent to proceed by the buyer with 3 days with 3-day notice. So basically, if before, when we used to have changes come in on the HUD statement,
right?
It's a lot to
right. I hear you. Yeah.
But a change would come in the HUD statement. We would do changes all the way up until the last minute. Now we have to have a 3-day notice. So every time that
there's a change, it starts the clock again?
There's a change that's beyond a tolerance. So there's a change that's changing, like the APR changes the fees, or that's different from the good faith estimate, is a simple way to put it.
Right.
Then it has to go back and go through a process again of redisclosing the consumer, and then the consumer has to have the 3-day waiting period before we can proceed with closing. So if you're not hooked up with a good lender that is following the TRID regulations to a T, or with your agent that is on top of what the new rules are and the title company, then you can run into changes at the end that are going to affect your closing, which then affects the domino effect of buyers, sellers.
Is this a federal change? This is a federal guideline? Is this what's going on? The feds are sort of superimposing this as a regulation on the
Correct.
on the lenders.
It all came out of the CFPB and the Dodd-Frank Act that was put into place. So this was supposed to happen in August, and then everybody was kind of freaking out about the big changes and having enough education about it, so they pushed it back to October 3rd. But some of the changes for us that the real estate agents are trying to educate the consumers on is even just the pre-approval process. So a lot of times before, you'd kind of play around with a couple different lenders and get a couple estimates here and there, and then make a decision towards the end, even maybe after you wrote a contract. Now, those lenders cannot even disclose fees with you. They can't order appraisals, any of that stuff, until you have been disclosed with their new statements.
Right.
And then you have to physically respond and give them an intent to proceed letter. And then those are only good for 10 days. So if let's say you write a contract on something, it doesn't go through, it has the address of the house that you originally wrote the offer on.
Right.
Now we have to go back and do all of it again because the address changed or the 10 days expired, that deal didn't go through, you've got this pre-approval letter sitting in your file for 30 days. All of those things are changing now, which is making that side of the business a lot tighter.
So we can do all of that, or just call Kathy Helbig and she can handle it for us.
Kathy Helbig and the right lenders. That's why we definitely refer our people to our in-house partners, because we know that they know how to follow the rules, that it's not going to mess up our deal, because that's ultimately people that have something to do with our transaction that we're not controlling can affect the entire outcome.
Kathy Helbig Group, how's the market going? Still booming, right?
Yeah, the market's still booming. There's a lot of people that are putting their house on the market, taking advantage of the fall rates that are out there, and buyers we're seeing a lot of buyers come in that are relocation. So now's a great time to get the house on the market.
There's something else I was going to ask you, and now I totally forgot what it was. You're looking for you're looking for bodies. You're looking for jobs.
Yes. So we're looking to expand our team with more agents. So if you you're already a licensed agent and you're looking to make a change, or you're looking to be part of a dynamic team, call me. Or if you're looking to get into the business, a lot of times people are looking for a change.
Right.
And we have programs where we can mentor and train and bring you on and get you going faster than if you tried to do it on your own.
It's a great opportunity for somebody who wants to get into the business, or somebody who's into the business. Kathy Helbig Group, don't forget her app. It's fantastic. I use it almost every weekend. It's at the App Store. Download it, the Kathy Helbig Group app, or KathyHelbigGroup.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
741, traffic, weather, sports, Big 550.